Yeah. No. I'm confused. Seems like a lot of work. Yeah. What the heck is going on? They're loud enough, Erica? Look at, they're loud enough? Of course they go quiet.
What are you playing?
Nothing.
Are you playing Fondant?
See, he knows better than you do. Maybe. Only adults are allowed in here.
Hey! Um, look. Kira puts charcoal tape on that.
Yes, you put silver tape on it. Are you surprised?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Maybe Kira loves cats and organic crafts. I should save my candy for the cat. I should have saved my candy for it. Now, there.
We never brought it back up. Me?
Yours for your cherub. Maybe one day we won't have to bring the chair up.
Okay. Another quest to turn in. Turn in, turn in, turn in.
Hey!
Logan, you don't need to be so loud. Mike is farming. Yep. Hmm? Mm-hmm. If you ask here to ask by the Queen's coffin, then you must best turn around and walk straight out again. The aggravating furballs turn my mood sour as a mouth old. I'd get good milk. What the hell is that smell? Yep. It smells stronger than normal. Hmm. That's fine. Fine, open it up. In the end, it seems we have no choice but to do it the hard way. A certain meanwhile annoyance refuses to know blah blah blah. You cannot possibly hope to investigate the entire sky of this merger handful of ne'er-do-wells. I find my suggestion to seek aid from our fellow pirate gangs a perfectly reasonable one under the circumstances. Stow it. You Bingley Alley cat, you've not the faintest idea of how sky pirates operate. Base case scenario, we'd be locked into a deal to hand over any treasures we find. That's assuming we weren't laughed at out of the room to begin with. You cannot assume that every man and woman shares the base morality. If we but made the attempt, I am sure we could convince some few of the nobility of our cause. And so it goes round and round. Knowing pirates as I do, I find myself siding with the captain on this. But what of you, Logan? Any thoughts on the matter? Leo Seagate. What, you're siding with the Furball? I thought you'd learn a thing or two about Skyward. Right side now. However we tackle things, though, we've a long road ahead of us. I'll see if I can think of a better way to shorten it up. You might as well head back to your adventures, Logan, unless you're willing to lend us your experience in another matter, that is. That our chief engineer has been mumbling about the Void Ark and cursing under his breath for days. Might be as you can provide some insight into her dilemma. She is conducting her research in the Sea of Clouds? Yes. Well, I should rather discuss the properties of the Void Ark than continue with this fruitless debate. I shall see you down there, Logan. And out we go. Hey, Arya. How's it going? Just peachy, huh? Itchy back. Yeah? Cool. I feel like those are one of those things that are ongoing. Oh no, I failed the fate. That was just flying through. No, I don't care. Why'd you roll over your own foot? What troubles you, Mrs. Alta? You were told that some matter regarding the Void Ark was causing you no small measure of grief. Instead, what are you, oof, orc? Lord Command doesn't look like it worked. Oh well. I feel so much better now. My apologies, Cat Sith. You had the misfortune to enter my field of view just as I felt the intense desire to squeeze something warm and furry. It is damnable eco compass. I made another one, you see, identical in all respects to her compass that Dela stole. They are pretty funny. But look, it points completely different directions to where the Void Ark should currently be. I don't understand what I did wrong. I used the same plans, the same parts. I can imagine that would be infuriating. And you are certain there are no flaws in the design or the materials? Positive. I tweaked, adjusted, and replaced every single piece, but it refuses to function as intended. On the verge of tossing the blasted thing over the edge. What do you make of this, Logan? Yes, the cause may be indeed lie outside the compass itself. We must consider the dilemma from a broader perspective. Might you explain the principle of what the ego compass tracks the Void Ark? It all comes down to etheric signature. I discovered that the Void Ark is accompanied by an energy of rather particular compensation, so I simply tuned the compass to follow its unique trail. An energy of particular compensation, you say? Of course, the Ark was propelled by the siphoned energies of the Void Scent. Could it be that the compass was tracked not the vessel itself, but the ether of the Tinties imprisoned within? That would certainly explain the compass now points in a different direction than one would expect. After all, Diablos and the Shadow Queen are no longer on board the Ark. Implying that if we plotted a course based on the readings from the compass, we would arrive at a demon's doorstep, so to speak. Just so, Mrs. Altella. Assuming my theory is correct, we no longer require outside assistance to pursue our elusive quarry. Oh, Stacia, what perfect timing. You won't believe the wonderful discovery we just... Talon airships have been spotted en route to our nest. If it is revenge they're looking for, we best head back and make ready for them. Choose Red Bill. We need help saving Captain Redula. You're the one of Redula's favorites. You threatened my crew, steal our compass, and now come crawling to me for help. What kind of unholy mess have you cretins stumbled into? We took your damn compass, but it didn't show us the ghost ship. We ended up in some moldy old ruins, lousy with poison. Before we knew it, some sort of spider demon was knocking our ships out of the sky. The two of us managed to pull away, but we saw what happened to them as they caught on the ground. If the captain survives that massacre, she's stuck with no wings to fly out again. Why don't you give yourself a link pearl lesson, Captain? Maybe we can learn if Redula is alive or dead at least. Like so much buzzing, can't hear a blasted wait. I gained some words. They're after Machi artifact. Damn demons are searching. Hide. And then a bunch of screams. Seems Red is still kicking for now, but who knows for how long. The screams were an act and consider me fooled. I don't think the Talons are laying a trap here. I have a mind to leave for Dela to face her fate, but I'd never turn my back on an adventure, especially when the sin of treasure is in there. Now tell me where you found these ruins. You'll help us then? You're a good man, Red Bill. We left the captain in the Yafran Saltmoor, just northwest of Mordana. In Yasan, you said? You must speak of the ruined shell of Miche itself. By Cerritos' black heart, could they be after the Nullstone? What's that puss? You think you know what those fiends are after? Right, until I see that those talons are patched up, they have the rear mouth ready to fly, and we don't spare oil. You know I love her to hear her purr. Look, instead say bring the furball to my quarters and we'll have ourselves a chat of our impending top of to old Machi. Right, Furball, let's hear about this artifact that Diablos is looking for. If I am to speak of the Nullstone, then I must first explain the method by which Machi sorcerers would bring the Voidsent into service. The more powerful the Voidsent, the more difficult it is to manifest his presence in this world. The unimmersed strength weighs down like an anchor, you see, preventing them from breaking the surface of our dimension. And that is why they cooperate with moral sorcerers. A mage can provide a suitable vessel for the summoning, or rip a large enough hole in the fabric of reality for the eternity itself to step for. And let me guess, the mage forces the Voidsent to agree to a pact in return for the invitation into our world. That is correct, but it would be foolhardy to expect such devious and malevolent creatures to abide by the spirit even the most carefully worded contract. This did the Machi construct an oscillate device that would more securely bind the Voidsent to their will. A safeguard of sorts that, to the best of my knowledge, yet lies entombed within the remnants of the ancient city. The null stone was seen as a last resort. Should avoid break his pact and turn on its summoner, the mage could use the relic to disperse the very essence or of even the most potent entity, obliterating it completely. I can't see the Royals of the Void taking too kindly to a threat like that, since these sorcerers were just ruthless as the monsters they summoned. When it came to the glory of Mashi, the ends justified the means. And in any event, we can be certain that Diablos seeks to secure the Nullstone before it falls into mortal hands, and thereby ensuring that Skytrich will reign unopposed. Alright, so we know what the fiends are after, but we don't understand is why such a valuable artifact was left behind with the mages, knowing a colossal flood was on the way. Its value is the very reason they chose not to risk its relocation. The Nullstone is kept within a structure constructed for the purpose, secured behind powerful wards and protected by deadly guardians. And with the rising of the waters, they reasoned that the artifact to be sunk along with the city, far beyond the reach of the vengeant voices. But now the Yafrim is more swarmed than sea, and demons swamped than sea. The demons only have their wards and the guardians to deal with, and I doubt they will be wasting their time down in the mud if they didn't have some trick to break through the wards. This becomes a race to see who can nab the treasure first, which is just the sort of concept Skypirates live for. What? So we slip into the ruins, pinch the relic, and rescue Redella right under the fiend's noses. Well, I suppose we could save her while we're poking around for loot. Grab the new compass from Natola so we know where we're going. Check your weapons, pack your small clothes, and meet me out by the landing when we're ready to fly.
We have to put that owl together. So we need to get that.
We'll fly directly to Yafrim from here. Once we arrive, we forge ahead with your band of Avengers as you did on the Ark. Logan, just keep slicing into the depths until you reach the Nullstone. We don't want to risk getting knocked out of the sky like the Talons, so we best land a little ways out of the ruins and ahead and on foot. Your furball says he knows the place well enough to guide you, so me and the Red Bills will fall behind on rescue duty. You concentrate on smashing the path through the artifact. We'll check the nooks and crannies for Redella and her crew. Don't you guard down once you reach the ruins, though. Okay? There's likely golems and such in there, but are worse than the fiends outside, and we wouldn't want our hero losing his head now, would we? Alright, another one done. Where am I at? What's that? Yeah, you make a lot of weird loud noises. Because you get scared of every little thing. 99.999%. You gotta do the rest. You have everything way over there. Yeah. What? Twitch? God. Where do I go for this? Yeah. There you go. Go, go, go! After him! Coward ran away. Wuss.
No!
Guess I just keep going. Go, 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 go!
In the name of the Emperor!
Ow. That hurt. I suppose the bones of their work now to extract tomorrow. Even in the moment of my triumph, you persist in your my-guided crusade. So be it. I shall present my prize to the Emperor alongside with your head. What? That's a terrible spot for that. Yeah. Because it's not going to be good in there. That's a first.
There is nowhere to run. Can you withstand this? Can you withstand this?
What? Oh.
Sneaked into their town.
Logan. The tunnel is unbreached then. Krill. wounds would not slow my blade should you seek to bar my path. And you would slay me, no doubt, but it would be your final act. What madness affects you, Erosian fools? The Emperor but desires a means to shackle the Eikons and the destructive appetites. Why do you rally against our own salvation? It's not for man to will such power. The primal energy for your Emperor seeks to contain would be a kindling waiting for a spark. And forget not that white Wyvern Legoris. Like thee, he presumed to wield the power of algae. And a star's fate too important to decide by one man, and warmongering salvage least of all. Have care, boy, you speak of my emperor. Logan, too loud, man. But dying here in defense of his honor will not have forsaken me. Well, well, appear not to be dead. Ow. Cryo. I may have cracked a rib or two, but I'll be fine, honestly. Arvos gave no quarter. Had Ickley sent in his defenses for thee, thou mayst be certain that hers would be far worse. I could do no less. Veskrala is here on my behalf, after all. The skirts of algae are safe for the present, though it's doubtful the Legos will return Garland till the prize he calls in his grasp. Then we must redouble our efforts to protect this place. Crowl and I will place additional seals upon the Tomlith. Unicali. I appreciate you staying at my side. Thank you. Twas not. Oh, please, it would be a good deal more than that. And you know it. Now let me help you. When a woman thanks you for saving her life, the customary response is, "You're welcome." You are welcome. Done crafting for now? You guys, stop playing around the computers like that. Erringer. Are the new wards already in place? My colonies yet to toil upon their enchantments. I come upon thee in secret, that I might question thee outside their hearing. Question me? I would speak with the one who undid my subject's magicraft. He who invited Imperial Legolas into this facility in hopes of engineering the man's demise at the hands of the Warrior of the Light. He gives me a mastermind of this day's events. The plan may have been thy master's, but the deed was thine. Thou did lure the legless of Beth Legion into a trap, but he was not intended to emerge. This pains me to now. The seeming optimism proposing his elimination by Jin, and death is the object. Hey Cody, the first. And you have proof of this? Thy own words betrayed thee. Thou didst speak of the Emperor's desire to claim the Genesis expression, the existence of which even the learned Mistress Kryl was ignorant. Whence did the legless come by such definitive knowledge? I'm doing alright, how about you? And there's a matter of mine unraveled ward. None save one possessed of unworldly gifts could have slowly erected its disillusion, and the another bliss. Soon these curses that matters. What then? Full many times in oath both doth the pursuit of truth led men down darkened paths. I take no issues with thy purpose. This is thy method, I would call it. In Garlean Empire we had common foe. Hast thou designed to share thine intentions with Logan or Mistress Kryl? 'Tis like we would have closed the trap with less risk to life. I sought to use the dangerous secrets of Algend as bait. Who among you would agree to such a reckless plan? None, and with good cause. Irresponsible, thou wert remiss in thy duty to thy comrades. God, he speaks so hard. I note some disappointment that matters concerning the primals, those who control them, could wholly rationally upon thou proudest success. Know that salvation is in the start, and is the end too fast of any deity as accomplished alone. Shouldst thou fail to trust thy comrades, I foresee thy actions participating in some terrible misfortune. How's school been going, Cody? Indeed. Logan, stop being so loud!
Stop it!
My serious apologies, Logan. Arjun is correct in his suspicions. It was I who orchestrated the encounter with the Empire.
You look like you're laughing.
Well, that's good. I would ask Sal forgiveness Uncle I this transition and keep mentioning it from Mrs. Kryl. It would be a pity for one foe's decision to weather their budding camaraderie. Here's a chance to bloom. That's good. You're being too loud, Logan. Kira, leave your brother alone. There you are, you rotten idler. When you shall realize you're struggling. Never mind the warning triad. I have awoken Archon Yastro's temperous wrath. In silent mood shall I return at once, and there atone for my indolence. Come, Logan, it is time we return to the Rising Stones. You guys have big plans for Thanksgiving?
Hey!
Kira!
Nice. Transport is available from this location to the fractional conundrum. The greatest storehouse of technology's marvels and knowledge. The fractional container is temporarily closed to tourists. Access is limited to those level 3 security clearance or higher. Unauthorized visitors are removed via the Conundrum's anti-intruder defense system. Thank you. We hope you enjoy your visit. Just get me and the boys and we watch it. Is it watch is it a big ass family while we eat? I'm not familiar with that. I think I have everything caught up. It's time to do the main quests more. I guess I could do the Rising Stones one first instead of the main quest. Okay. Yeah, let's go to Rising Stones first. We work it out, film it, and my cuz edits it to a movie. Ah, cool. Miss Crazy. I'm definitely ready for this work week to be over, even though it hasn't even started. Once again, I must apologize for acting without your consent or counsel. As a gesture of represents and a sign of good faith, allow me to share something of myself with you. As our introducer suggests, I possess the gift of the echo, though it is of the nature different from yours. Regardless, I will use my gifts for the self-same purpose, the salvation of this star, and nothing possesses a greater threat to the world than the proliferation of primal harnessing technology. This I know only too well. What I am to divulge concerns the fate of another star entirely. On this world, a magix was devised that allowed the realm's champions to use a stone known as Arcerite to contain the power of primals. So armed, these heroic souls conquered god after god, oblivious to their weapons' fatal imperfection, as prospering to bleed primal energies, and with each victory, the heroes changed, transforming at last into fiends of endless appetite. Insatiable in their hunger for ether, they ultimately went to war over the star's ever-dwelling life force, and fought until there was nothing left. Thus, as Arnder has so accurately observed, when I am faced with those who rush to embrace power unchecked, I lose all seeming balance of rationality. Know that my master too cares deeply about the fate of this star. I am his servant, his instrument, sent here to ensure that the same tragedy does not consume another world. Warrior Light, if this world is to survive, we must needs move forward with our plan. Another pillar of warning triad must be toppled, the question of which has already been answered. Following our encounter with Legless, Archon Ystrola detected erratic etheric waveforms emanating from the sector containing the Ekon Sophia, known simply as the Goddess in former times. Such ratings can mean only one thing. She is close to awakening. Let us return to Xylus Laferus forthwith and put an end to the primal deities. Let she rise again in all her terrible glory. Oh. Not. We appear to be the first to arrive. Shall we await our colleagues here? Could the Velis Legion have returned? Logan, Unikari. We're under attack. Yashali and Urgent have engaged the foe not far from here. Ha! Rarely is my shield thus tested. To seem the Elgians have not been lax. Think so? Mayhap your arm merely withered whilst you lay idle. So your tongues, we have stalled them long enough. With scales in hand, the goddess shall rise and rightly call off her cursed pal. That she, the rightful ranker at her side, must judge and thence bring balance into all. Hear my words in despair, Algins. Our goddess is awoken. Your civilization has birthed the instruments of its own undoing. Tis well that you are here, Logan. I should like to know what our assailant were saying. You understand the words, did you not? 'Twas a Martian dialect, and my ears are do not deceive, though one which Burnett sent remains to spoken in recent times. As for our Algonist meaning, I do gladly defer those blessed with the echo. The one with the shield seemed to think that we were Algerians. He recited that sounded like a verse of prosperity, then claimed that the goddess is awoken. Is that about right, Logan? And might we assume that this deity of theirs is the very econ we come to topple? Aye, from the telling their words and their attire, 'tis like our Ectonus or Mercedalian. They're also the Garland Sophia and victims of the Algin's incursions. If, as Creole claimeth, thy thought against ancient Algus, this will wonder. He says the Soviet servants have been liberated from their containment, that we had no choice to set word of our awakening as truth. Gods help us, their warning triad had proven them formidable enough when we roused them from a fracture of their true strength. Should Sophia break free at the peak of her powers, Logan and his friends won't stand a chance. Let us be about it then. Logan, Crowell, and Euclid, the three of you will make directly your serving containment. Erger and I will do what we can to occupy the Econ's trawls. Miss Crowell, do you perchance recall the words of prosperity in entirety? Let me see. I believe it was with scales in hand, the goddess shall rise, the rightly cast off her cursed pall, that she, the rightful ranker at her side, must judge the dying bring balance unto all. What? Logan, it's supposed to automatically sign you in. What were you doing? You don't even know how to play. I had to help you. Probably. Cause the last time point on your. That's not your exclamation point, but that's a quest over there. Creation members rescued from cocoons. So you're looking for cocoons, which would be these gray dots, and you'll right click on them. You gotta look for it, bud.
Oh, there's a sign.
He spoke with Zarian. I do not envy him in his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the stretches of thousands of years of broken faith. Yet though her people may stumble from time to time, I know none better than Sir Amric to lead the march of progress. For us, there remains a small matter of ushering a new dawn into the shadow of Anskerbel Isanian Machinius and seeing Rachel's procession of primals, but we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. What are you trying to figure out, Logan?
I'm trying to find a
You gotta go down. It's gonna be down there. See, go to like where those dots are.
what is that? That cocoon?
Probably, it looks like one. Thank you, Blanchards. Nay, you need not remain there. We shall redeem this. All is proceeding as expected, then? Aye, there is not to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. This way. Logan! You gotta attack that, dude! Him again. It is of no moment. They will play their part and will play. Kill it, Logan!
That was very scary.
What'd you do? And thus the great mist give way to azure skies. Man and dragon are rise above, voices join in song, but beneath shroud of applause.
That was very scary.
That wasn't nothing.
It just spun out.
Well, it was a cocoon. What do you expect? Master Hunt. You come at a most excellent time. An invitation for a truly permanent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that have been present to receive it? But in any event, Sir Amric de Borzel, loudspeaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Bison of House Boral, currently invites Master Hunt to dine with him in his estate. Logan, stop with the damn screaming! No need to scream! Wait, you restarted your computer? You know that means your character probably died then. It doesn't instantly get you out if you shut it off like that. Don't be restarting your computer like that, Logan. Some word of your sentence to Boral Manor at once. When you're ready, pray report to Estrogan. There will be someone to escort you the rest of the way. Greetings and well met, Master Hunt. I have the honor and privilege to serve as a head steward of House Boral, though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation and soon see we have spared no expense. I dare say a man of action such as yourself enjoyed a moment's praise. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now. I am sure for this day we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass of peace and prosperity.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn. I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days. Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey. Nor would I presume to imply otherwise. Neither I nor any man alive can truly understand what you have endured, and I cannot say with any confidence that I would have acquitted myself as well under the circumstances, much less grown stronger for it. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you. May I ask a personal question? Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
News from House Fulton?
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
For every ending marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did he. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Yes.
Is that... Alisaie, Alphinaud's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alisaie took an arrow to the shoulder. 'Twas only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer. The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecap and his Trojans. Did they not bring Istine back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter of war, whose conclusion we yet have the power to influence? So the Warrior of Darkness and Assyrians are conspired to bring about Garuda's summoning. They might be part of her, might put her to the sword. Then we first encountered them in Loth of Askanath when we were confronting Ravana gods. Has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphanid? There's so much more I do not understand, and know this: a primal summoning cannot be ignored. Ali risked her life to uncover the plot, and we squandered her gift of our pearl. Logan, will you come me to Experio and help me stop the Excel's ritual? Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Oxley homeland, we have vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the beastmen's intrusions into Corinthian lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is the escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Arafnot. The mountains of Exerial are not easily traversed, and endeavor demands all haste. The Jester most appreciates Sir Emmerich, but I fear that an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Exerial guerrillas are not to be underestimated. My experience tells me that no only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Exerial by way of a mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for content of the camp's knights to place at your disposal. They will secure you safe passages through the mountains and escort you thence to Experio. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with exile. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Elmont. And then Mrs. Escles regains consciousness. We'll share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Furrier watch over you and keep you safe. Then let's be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Okay, should we do some marbles? Actually, I think I'm just going to get off, actually, in general. Maybe next time we'll do some marbles, but I think I'm going to call it there. Let's see, who can we raid? we're going to rate Acolyte. He's one of the people I really like watching, so I'm going to rate him because I don't get usually a chance to. Have a good night,